Gang. What's the deal? What's the deal, man? Yeah, man. So today we gonna talk about Baby No Good, man, from Fruitown Brims, man. As y'all know, this is one of my blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? I just, um, Baby No Good from Fruitown Brims, man. I just want to, I want to shed some light on Baby No Good. CC, you know what I'm saying? They might call him BB over here. He was a real reputable from Fruitown Brims, man. He was a penitentiary, you know, nigga cat, you know what I'm saying, a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was a father, you know what I'm saying? He did this gang banging, he did it the hard way, you know what I'm saying? He spent a lot of time behind the walls, you know. He was a good dude, he was a good man, homie. When I say if he didn't have nothing else, he had loyalty. You know, he was one of them Damus where he was extra out with it. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was. Everything was with a B. You know what I'm saying? He was. He'd whack out the C's. He a Damu. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock that. But that's my motherfucking brother. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care how he coming with it. You know what I'm saying? You still my blood. So I definitely want to play some of his videos, man, send it out in the universe. Y'all can always, people that know him that didn't know that he died, that probably watched my channel, you'll see it on my channel. So I'm gonna play some of his street game videos, man. When it hit home, homie, it's always different when it hit home. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just saying right now, I don't even, a lot of people calling my phone, man. It ain't no funny. I don't want to talk to nobody, bro. I don't want to deal with nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is a process, this is a journey for me, I gotta get used to, one of my closest brothers. It was me, it was CC and me. We was like this, you know what I'm saying? Even though we was on different sides of this gang banging, we never let me being a Crip and him being a blood come between us. Plus, he wasn't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember it'd be times where, I'm in the hood banging and shit, and if I ain't spoke to that nigga pull up. Like, Nina, what's up, blood? You ain't, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm your brother, blood. Like, fuck that. Nigga, let me holler at you. You know what I'm saying? He'd pull up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up. And, he used to come to the hood. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? In his early stages, and when we was kids, my grandmother stayed in the East Coast, so he'd be over there running with the East Coasters, you know what I'm saying? But when he started banging, he started banging blood. So man, they get real, man. But anyway, let's jump into some of his videos, man. I'm gonna play a couple of them from when he was young until he was old, and then I'm gonna speak on his life after gang banging, because he started having kids, man, and he made his life all about his kids, So we go get into it, man. Let's do it, man. All right, let's go.
FTB right here, stand for Fruitown Brand. 3737 right here, 37th Street. CK mean crab killer. 30K mean Borland K right there. 39th Street K. 15K right there. 187. Feel me? NG, up and coming, the tiny, you feel me? Yeah, my name Baby No Good, West Side Fruitown Brims, 37th Street, 35th Street, 36th Street, 38, Layton Block, thumbs down Fruitown, Borland K, 187. Feel me? 26 years old, been banging.
Let me just say this, man, because my brother, he a Damu, man. So, this was his early stages. So, if you a Harlem and none of that, this ain't no disrespect to my Harlems, but this my motherfucking brother, man, and this is his motherfucking story. So, if this ain't, nigga, if you don't want to hear that shit, I highly suggest you get up out of here, man, because I'm paying homage to my brother right now. So anybody offended that he a Damu, he a blood, and he say words that you don't like, you can get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it up for mine. So yeah, man. Let's go.
In the hood for like, say like 12 years now. It's my little hit up right here. It's the hood right here. We right here on the seventh place right now. So whooping. Smash mode. It's all I know. You feel me?
Now, out of your rivals that you hit up on the wall there, you got the 30s and the 18. Which ones you think you got to be more nervous about when you're walking around your neighborhood?
Around in my neighborhood,
Yeah, right here in the.
I gotta worry about the 30s over here. You feel me? They're my worst enemies. You feel me? OACK, all day. Anything okay, all that, anything got to do with boredom, what I mean? Smash mode. So that's all we gotta really worry about around here. Now the fake teams, they come through, what I mean, but they ain't came through in a minute, you know what I mean? They got other things to worry about. We ain't worried about them, they ain't worried about us. But right now we on the Borlands, you feel me?
Now the 18s are on some BK shit
Yeah,
right now, right?
exactly.
Now that started with the Blackstones,
Yeah,
and then the
and
20s.
20s now
Now the
it's on
Fruit
up.
Town.
Yeah,
How did the Fruit Town get pulled into that?
because it's like them are allies. The Blackstones, the BPSs, and the Rolling 20 Bloods is the Fruittown Brim allies. So therefore, when you have allies, we communicate, we do transactions, we do things together. So therefore, we have to have the same enemies. They ain't go because we do too much connections. You feel me? We got relatives from everywhere. And that's just the way it is. You feel me? So they enemies is our enemies. Fuck it, CK. Just the environment I grew up in right here, you know what I mean? Seeing the fast life, seeing the lower poverty, which is smokers and bums. Seeing all that in the mix of me growing up, it was like, it's either okay, I can do drugs or sell drugs. And I decided to sell drugs. And once you start selling drugs, the money come, and then that's when crime and drama, all that come. You feel me? It's hard out here. Growing up in the hood, it was hard. I made a decision to get put on the hood. It wasn't no peer pressure on me. And it's been good and bad to me. You know what I mean? I really can't complain. Because it's God that's leading my life. You feel me? But I'm banging the hood till I die. That's all I know. You feel me?
Well, let's talk a
Rest
little
in
bit
peace,
about
D-Ray.
the stuff that you said is good and bad. What are some of the low points, the bad points of being involved in the gang lifestyle?
The good thing about it is like you find new friends, you feel me? You find new people to trust, you know what I mean? New people, you know what I mean, you could depend on. You might find a connection of somebody that was an ex-gang member. While you being a gang member, he can lace you on getting out the gang. That's the positive thing about being a gang member. And then the downfalls, you know what I mean? We all die, we all gotta die someday, but in the gang life, that's a faster way to death, you feel me? So that's the down part about it.
Well, how do you feel that anytime you hit one of these corners, that could be the last corner you hit?
Well, I put my life in God's hands. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing before I do it, and you gotta be open minded out here. You know what I mean? That's why I laced all my homies. You feel me? All my tiny gangsters and my Fruittown Brims. You know what I mean? When we go walking in the hood, keep our eyes open. You feel me? Sometimes we got a gun, sometimes we don't. We just go keep it real because that's the way it is. We know if we go down on the seven, Borlam's.
Hold on.
It's FTB right here. It stands for Fruittown Brand. 3737 right here, 37th Street. CK mean crab killer. 30K mean Borlam K right there. 39th Street K. 18K right there. 187. Feel me? NG. Up and coming. The tiny. You feel me? Yeah, my name Baby No Good, Westside Fruittown, Brims, 37th Street, 35th Street, 36th Street, 38, Layton Block. Thumbs down Fruittown, Barlam K, 187. Feel me? 26 years old. Been banging the hood for like, I say like 12 years now. It's my little hit up right here. It's the hood right here. We right here on the seventh place right now. So whooping. Smash mode. It's all I know. You feel me?
Now, out of your rivals that you hit up on the wall there, you got the 30s and the 18. Which ones you think you got to be more nervous about when you're walking around your neighborhood?
Around in my neighborhood,
Yeah, right here in the.
I gotta worry about the 30s over here. You feel me? They're my worst enemies. You feel me? OACK, all day. anything okay, all that, anything got to do with boredom, you know what I mean? Smash mode, you know? So that's all we got to really worry about around here. Now, the fake teams, they come through, you know what I mean? But they ain't came through in a minute, you know what I mean? They got other things to worry about. We ain't worried about them. They ain't worried about us. But right now, we on the Borlands, you feel me?
Now the 18s are on some BK shit
Yeah,
right now, right?
exactly.
Now that started with the Blackstones,
Yeah,
and then
and
the
in the
20s.
20s now
Now
it's
the
on
Fruit
up.
Town.
Yeah,
How did the Fruit Town get pulled into that?
because it's like, you know, them are allies. The Blackstones, the BPSs, and the Rolling 20 Bloods is the Fruittown Brim allies. So therefore, when you have allies, we communicate, we do transactions, we do things together. So therefore, we have to have the same enemies. They ain't go because we do too much connections. You feel me? We got relatives from everywhere, you know, and that's just the way it is. You feel me? So they enemies is our enemies. Fuck it, CK. Just the environment I grew up in right here, you know what I mean? Seeing the, you know, seeing the fast life, you know, seeing the lower poverty, which is smokers and bums, you know, seeing all that in the mix of me growing up, it was like, you know, it's either okay, I can do drugs or sell drugs. And I decided to sell drugs, you know. And once you start selling drugs,
Yeah, let me just say this, man. You know, we started gang banging early. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't even know what to tell y'all, nigga. My mama was a killer. You know what I'm saying? My mama was active. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know he, you know, a lot of people love that man. You know, he had, you know, a lot of people were scared of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was, you know, he was one of them niggas in the pen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was in the pen with him and your paperwork wasn't good, like I remember sometimes I used to talk to him from the pen. He like, yeah, bro, I just stabbed this nigga up, blood. I just stabbed this nigga up, blood. So I'm about to be in the hole for a little bit, you know, just keeping me updated with his life in the pen, you know. He always used to say, like, he's like, my nigga, like, we hurt so much of our own, then we hurt anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I started to as he started to get older, he was like, I'm gonna keep it real, blood. Like, nigga, we smash our own more than we smash anybody else. And that nigga was like, he was one of them niggas like, let's go start, nigga, let's go crack it off with the whites or with the essays. He was one of them. You see what I'm saying? He was one of them, but you know, he was one of their hitters over there. So, you know, by him always hitting shit and stabbing shit and being with the business, he was like, yeah, blood, you know, sometimes the game will use you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a star athlete, nigga, playing football. Nigga, the team go use you to your highest, you know what I'm saying, level. And, you know, I used to be like, damn, nigga, I'm like, shit, bro. Like, cause like I said, I ain't never been to the pen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been caught up in no situation where, you know, well, motherfucker done lied on me a gang of times. A lot of times some people done lied on me, but it never worked. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, man, I'm just I'm trying to keep my head up, man. I've been watching his videos all day, man, like over and over and over, man. It's so much, man. It's crazy, man. I'm gonna play this last video. I'm gonna talk about it, you know. Yeah, man. We're gonna do it like that. Now this is when CC was older. This is when No Good was older.
Fruittown Brim, 5678, you know, 31 years old, you know, just been out 7 months, you know, got a lovely wife, you know, shit, about to have my first child, you know, everything's good, you know. I've been in and out, you know. I did 2 years this last time, and then
Yeah. So you know, uh, yeah, this one of my brothers, man. This is one of my blood bro. I got a lot of brothers and sisters, man. You know, let me just say something to y'all, man. Sometimes, homie, it ain't worth falling out with your siblings, man. You see what I'm saying? Cause it's so much, it wasn't enough time for me to fix whatever I was, you know, holding on to. You know what I'm saying? Me being mad at them and all that shit. I never get to, you know, hug my brother, squabble up with my brother. I never get to do that again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I tell y'all right now, homie, just make sure, you know, All that bullshit, man. You got your loved ones, man. Call your loved one, man. Fuck that ego shit. Fuck that. Oh, we grown now, man. Nigga, you ain't calling me. I ain't calling you. That shit is boosie, homie. Like that shit is it's serious, my nigga. Because when when it happened to somebody else, it's like dang, rest in paradise. You know what I'm saying? But when it hit your own, you go feel that thump. You go feel that hit, man. You know what I'm saying? And me and my brother was so close that what I'm saying. If I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a piece of me died with him. You know, that's just what it is, man. I never been, shy of expressing how I truly feel. I feel like a piece of me, it left. So yeah, man. He spent a lot of time in the pen. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was like, damn. He was like, damn, Nina. He was like, blood, nigga. I don't know how you, nigga. He was like, man. He was like, nigga, all the work you didn't put in and stores, nigga. You ain't. I said, nah, man. I always, like I said, man, keep that lawyer money, bro. He was like, yeah, nah, nigga, I don't care about none of that, nigga. If I go there and I go there and I'm gonna turn it up in the pen, like, he was a penitentiary nigga, back and forth, going to jail. So I think the streets kind of, as we got older, the streets kind of like separated us. You know what I'm saying? And then, he ended up getting married. So his life started to change. At this point, this is when he had his first daughter. He died with two girls and a son. He just had a son, so he was pretty much at that point, reputable from his hood, but he wasn't still in the field. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm gonna play this video.
And I did, for 18 months after that, So all together, it's been like 3.5 years since I was incarcerated.
So for the last 5.5, 6 years, you've been locked up for pretty much half that time.
Yes.
Now, I remember when we met you, you said you was about to be off parole and everything was going good. What had happened?
That's what happened, like shit, I got caught up, you know what I mean? They put me on a bullshit ass case and just threw me in jail. They say I got caught with some old crystal meth or some shit like that on 30 Bix at the spot we had right there on 30 Bix and Budlong. But they end up giving me a program after like Bix months of county jail time. After that shit, I was out here, and then I stayed out like 7 more months, and then I got re-locked up.
You mentioned before your dad wasn't really in your life when you was growing up with your mom.
Yeah.
What kind of dad do you envision yourself to be?
A better one than he was. First and foremost, I'm gonna be a more.
Yeah, let me just say this, man. Baby No Good was my mom's favorite son. You know what I'm saying? My mama loved him. Out of all of us, my mama loved him the most. You know what I'm saying? That was her road dog. But our mama was a beautiful woman, man. We God gave us a beautiful mother, man. God really gave us a beautiful mama, but she wasn't no joke either. You know what I'm saying? She was one of the ones like, shit, nigga, you hurt one of hers, she like kill that nigga. You see what I'm saying? The other day, a couple of y'all, was talking about, oh, Nina boy, you hit you cracked a woman. I said, nah, man, I kept it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother was raised, the way our mother raised us. If a woman put her hands on you and trying to kill you, you defend yourself. You don't let no bitch kill you. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that. I would never in my life put my hands on a woman. Yesterday when I told y'all, a female ran me over with the car, jumped out the car and started swinging. In order for me to get her up off of me, I had to crack her ass one time so she could stop. And you niggas made a mockery. But I'm just telling y'all like this, man. The way I was raised, the way we was raised, you don't let no woman run you over with a car and damn near take your life. Like you go later and die because she a female, so I just wanted to give y'all enlightenment, homie. I'm not from the world that y'all from, bro. I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? See, my history was ruthless back in my younger days, homie. You know what I'm saying? And as I got out of, by me getting money and traveling and all that shit, like, if you don't use that shit, you lose that shit. So, a lot of my street IQ, nigga, I didn't drop that ball. But as far as my brother, man, like, we was raised different, homie. You know what I'm saying? My mama was a killer. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. If my mama was a killer, then what the fuck you think she gonna teach her kids? I wasn't brought up the right way, homie. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. We wasn't brought up the right way, and we never had a good hand at life. You know what I'm saying? I done seen my mama beat up a gang of niggas. I done seen her nigga damn near kill a man, and nigga didn't do nothing. Called that nigga a bitch ass nigga for letting her do it. Nigga took that nigga pride and all, took that nigga spirit. So but putting your hand on women, let me just make sure that I'm clear about that. I don't agree with that. I don't associate with niggas that beat women. But if you dealing with a killer, you better motherfucking defend yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this video, man. CC, BB gun, no good. My brother, man, rest in peace, bro. For real.
More hands-on dad, out here for moms, because it's a high percentage of fathers not in a child's life. I'm gonna try to be the one from the hood that break that barrier. You know what I mean? Be there for moms. Through it all. From the snotty nose to college. God has blessed me. You know what I mean? With a little more wisdom and vision this time. So now I'm about to start at Homeboy Industries. So a job first and foremost should be able to keep me out, you know what I mean? But it all starts up here, and I'm focused this time, so I'm ready to stay out. I just believe it's the company, you surround yourself around, like you got to have.
Let me say this, man. I never got to tell them that, I'm proud of them. That's one of the things that I've been contemplating in my mind, because, coming from where we come from, and I watched this man do a 360 with his life. You know what I'm saying? When I say he made it about, I'll be honest. When he got married, you know what I'm saying, he took his marriage serious. You see what I'm saying? To the point where, niggas like, you my brother blood, but this my wife. You know what I'm saying? That was a hard pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? But I had to respect it. You know what I'm saying? I had to respect it. He made his life about his family, man. No matter what I did, man, it was always for, he made it about he got two beautiful. My brother's so fucking crazy, man. He named his children CK. My nieces is beautiful. CK and CK Love. This is my, that's how serious, him and his wife, they really with that Damu shit, but they gave, they had, and my nephew, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even get to see my nephew yet. You know what I'm saying? I never got to see my brother react with his son. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, I never got to see that, never got to see him, grab, because he always wanted a son. You know what I'm saying? Never got to see him really do that. But man, I say he probably he probably a better father than a lot of gangbangers I know, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about hands-on, nigga from snotty nose to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his goal, to really, he made it about his family. He finally, what changed his life? He finally had somebody that loved him, and somebody that, he can love. You know what I'm saying? And, him and his wife had beautiful kids, and that was it. Once he had his family, man, he accomplished what he accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I think that's noble, because a lot of people, man, don't really, don't want, that's all he wanted was a family, because, some families is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it all the way 100. It's some families that's fucked up, and our family was dysfunctional like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, everybody is a felon. Majority of them is killers, dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. Well, not everybody's. We have some relatives and siblings that did make us themselves. But yeah, man, you straight out them projects, man. Them University Gardens over there, man. Jefferson, you know what I'm saying, in Vermont. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, bro. You really changed your life, man. Straight up. Let's go.
I first and foremost believe that you gotta have a strong woman on your team. You know what I mean? You need that, you know. And then, the cycle, it's easy to break the cycle, you know what I mean? Because it's all about what you want. If you want to be out here hanging and singing dope, then that's what you gonna go for. But if you want something different, you can venture off, you know what I mean? There ain't no limits to what we can do, you know what I mean? It's all about that individual, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so hold on. Let me ask you some of the questions. So a question, what did he say? He's like, Nina, you got the same mom. How you end up from East Coast? Well, my grandmother stayed in the East Coasters. You see what I'm saying? And my mom was an original gladiator. You know what I'm saying? My mama was a Damu. She was a blood. Like I said, my brother and my mama, she loved him probably more than all of us. I'ma just keep it real. She probably loved my brother more than all of us, but my mama was a blood. You know what I'm saying? She was original gladiator. Before the LA Brims. You know what I'm saying? But her mama lived in the East Coasts, so I went to my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? That's where my venture started off at. He stayed over there, and that's how it happened. So yeah, man. There go the rundown. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no weird shit like, oh, I just went over there, seen some cool shit. Nah, 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 nah. My family from both sides. I got family from all over. But let's go.
First and foremost, should be able to keep me out, you know what I mean? But it all starts up here, and I'm focused this time, so I'm ready to stay out. I just believe it's the company, you surround yourself around, like you gotta have, I first and foremost believe that you gotta have a strong woman on your team, you know what I mean? You need that, you know. And then, the cycle, it's easy to break the cycle, you know what I mean? Because it's all about what you want. If you want to be out here hanging and singing dope, then that's what you gonna go for. But if you want something different, you can venture off, you know what I mean? There ain't no limits to what we can do, you know what I mean? It's all about that individual, you know what I mean? But it's been hard though. It's just about what you want. It's you gotta want that so bad, you know what I mean? It's all about what you want, you know what I mean? And I want to get a job, and I got a job. Prison is not fun to be with, you know what I mean? Not fun to be in, you know. You can't be around no women. You can't get up and go to the refrigerator when you want to. You know what I mean? You can't buy no shoes. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing. You know what I mean? So it's a limitation to that. And then, out here, this is where it's at, you know what I mean? Beautiful palm trees, the beach, you know what I mean? That's where I want to be around. I want to be up under a tree or something in the beach in the sand, But it ain't never been hard for me.
Hold on, man. You know what's so crazy though? Uh, you know, that nigga be on the phone. I talk to the nigga on the phone, and that nigga be like, he was like, JR. He was like, Nina, nigga, it ain't nothing but dick in here, nigga. This shit ain't it, bro. It ain't nothing but dick, nigga. He like, damn, man, I got another 3 years before I get some pussy. Like that nigga used to trip off of shit like that. Like, man, like nigga, it's bullshit. Like, he kept it real with me. Like, like nigga, like, nigga, you go mind somebody in behind them walls. You know what I'm saying? You go really mind somebody, man. That's where nigga live. That's a nigga home. So, the violations and the shit get thick, it get heavy, you know what I'm saying, when you behind them walls, man. But niggas like, nigga used to be like, I'm like, how you holding up? He was like, man, I'm ready to get out, nigga, get some pussy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of talking to these niggas, hanging with these niggas all day, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm trying to get me a little bitch. And, I remember when he came home, me, I always had the women. So, I'm like, here, man, I got a jug for you. Go knock her down. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, like, he went in there, man. He started smacking on her. Man, I'm talking about the bitch. I mean, the girl was hollering so loud. You know what I'm saying? That nigga took all his anger out. Nigga, she had to fix her little weave and shit. Nigga, she came out. The bitch was walking bow-legged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, damn, bro, that's how you service shit? It was like, nigga, smash mode, nigga, come out and shit. Talk about, yeah, man. Hey, bro, I think she might need some help. Said, man, that bitch could walk on her own, man. You know, but the nigga had a dope personality. It was all about gang banging until he got his family. You know, when he got his family, um, a lot was starting to change. You know, let's go.
You gotta have. I first and foremost believe that you gotta have a strong woman on your team. You know what I mean? You need that. You know, and then the cycle. It's easy to break the cycle. You know what I mean? Because it's all about what you want. If you want to be out here hanging and singing dope, then that's what you gonna go for. But if you want something different, you can venture off. You know what I mean? There ain't no limits to what we can do. You know what I mean? It's all about that individual. You know what I mean? But it's been hard though. It's just about what you want. It's you gotta want that so bad. You know what I mean? It's all about what you want. You know what I mean? And I want to get a job, and I got a job. Prison is not fun to be with. You know what I mean? Not fun to be in. You can't be around no women. You can't get up and go to the refrigerator when you want to. You know what I mean? You can't buy no shoes. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing. You know what I mean? So it's a limitation to that. And then, out here, this is where it's at, you know what I mean? Beautiful palm trees, the beach, you know what I mean? That's where I want to be around. I want to be up under a tree or something in the beach in the sand. But it ain't never been hard for me pretty much in prison because, as a youngster, when I went to prison, I kind of just turned it up, you know what I mean? Like, shit, you got to earn your stripes somewhere, and I earned it out here and in there. So I went full throttle. So it ain't never been hard for me, I ain't never had to worry about nothing in prison.
But not everybody on a prison yard is turned up full throttle. Is it easy for them to do their prison time too?
Yeah, it is, but a lot of people that's not, full throttle and turned up was once upon a time. You feel me? So, only the strong survive in there. If you in there with your head down or something, you pretty much a victim, you know what I mean? So you got to walk with pride.
Why do you think so many guys end up going back to prison over and over? And you too. I mean, you've been there, what, 3-4 times already?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I just believe, what I mean, it's the chapter God wrote me. I can be squared up right here and the police can come just about my past. That can get me re-locked up. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say everybody like myself just goes out to do crimes and then just put themselves back in prison, because I don't think nobody want to be in prison. But some people got that ambition to get money, or some people just got that ambition just to, oh yeah, I need to get this in order, get this orchestrated. So they try to do things and put themselves in a position to do better out here, and they just end up getting caught up. See, if you ain't focused on your next appointment with your PO, or you got to go to this class, if you ain't thinking 2 steps ahead, then you go fail. And that's what puts you back in jail a lot of times too. When you see the police, a lot of people run when they see the police instead of saying, "Hey, how you doing?" or whatever, and going about your business. It's just about the anticipation at that moment. I was one of those cats once upon a time. I see him, I just run. That just come from the fear of the law. You know what they do behind closed doors. You know what I mean? They got the upper hand on you. They can beat you and get away with it. They can plant things on you and get away with it. All those things be in our head. So when we see them, we try to get away from them. You know what I mean? And I think that's just what coming with with.
Yeah, man. A lot of y'all didn't even know that's my brother, man. I ain't never been no bro. I ain't never had to. I've never been the one. Oh yeah, my brother. I just we had to put in. We had to make our own name in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I made my name ring bells in the streets as well. But now when I look at this shit, I'm like, God damn, nigga, all my brothers is on street gangs, like documented gangbangers. Like, now that I'm older, I'm like, shit, man, I can't let my kids go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm looking at this shit, but it's our story, it's our life, it was our destiny. It was written in stone. But at the same time, yeah, man, he could have did something. He definitely could have spoke, with to the youth. I could have seen him really doing that. I could have seen him, because it tell you, nigga, like if you not with this shit, bro, don't fuck with it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not worth it. See, a lot of people, nigga, they join this shit because they see the bitches, they see the low riders, they see the dope dealers, they see the, the underworld with it. But at the same time, it's a lot of this shit speak life and death, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not really with it like that, nigga, you're not willing to die for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're not willing to nigga smash, nigga, go sit behind them walls and take your lick on the chin, then this ain't for you. I could have seen no good like really talking to the youth, man. Straight up. I could have really seen them do that. All right, let's go.
But they past and they history, what we learned about them, that scares us. It's not that we scared them physically or whatever, but we just know they got that upper hand on us while we out here.
Now talk a little bit about Homeboy Industries. How has that helped you out?
Well, I just started with that. That's a good program. That's a program for gangsters that's trying to transform. Not saying they turn down or none of that. It's just a gangster that's trying to do things with their life. You feel me? It's a good organization. You know what I mean? They teach you responsibilities. You know what I mean? They putting responsibility in your hand. It's like giving you the football. What you gonna do with it? You either gonna run with it or you gonna stay there and get tackled. You know what I mean? So they're giving you that opportunity to do something with your life. What I see myself 5-6 years from now, shit, better in a better place than here. You feel me? Probably in Vegas somewhere with my 5-year-old daughter. You know what I mean? And wife. Probably got another addition to the family. You know what I mean? I probably have a little junior or something. So just populating my family and somewhere outside of California somewhere, you know what I mean? Just doing the right thing, but still coming back though, checking in or whatever and hollering at the homies and shit, but not like this though, It's either, okay, I can do drugs or sell drugs, and I decided to.
Yeah, man, that was a little story of, Baby No Good from Fruittown Brims, man. Yeah. Man, yeah, man, this a tough one, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This one right here, this a tough one, man. You know, well, he accomplished. You see what he said, man. He said he wanted a junior, man, and he was able to accomplish that, and that was his pride and his joy was his kids, man. Because you can't gangbang forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Damn, it's like I got bags under my eyes and shit. Like I'm so stressed out, man. I'm starting to see gray hair come on my face. I woke up this morning, man. I picked like 20 gray hairs off this side of my face, another 6 on this side. I'm like, man, this shit is it hit different when it get close to home though. Yeah, man, Baby No Good. He was one of them guys over there for sure, for sure. That ain't even no question about it, man. I ain't even know, it was one of them ones. But that's my time with this live, man. I want to thank y'all for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Checking out Baby No Good, man. Just do me a favor, man. Run that rest in peace in the comments for me one time. If y'all know Baby No Good or y'all ran across him, man, put some good words in the comments, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Real talk. You said I'm not taking no shots. Did my brother have life insurance? No, my brother didn't have life insurance. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing that's important, bro. Get life insurance, man. Y'all gotta get life insurance, man, because your loved ones, your family members is the ones left behind to man, y'all don't even know y'all don't even know the stress. Man, I'm like, man, y'all don't even get it, man. Y'all, man, what? And get y'all some life insurance because it's gonna hurt, you know what I'm saying? And then it's so we definitely gonna be trying to, figure out this financial situation because it costs to die. People don't understand, homie. It costs to die. You like when you die, you gotta pay for that. It ain't no nigga, you go dig a ditch and put the body in your backyard. You see what I'm saying? It ain't this shit finna cost. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, yeah, it's gonna get real, man. But I want to thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all, man. Rest in peace, brother. I love you. Um, I didn't even get a chance to tell you. You know. All right, I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.